welcome back, guys. I want to do a drawing video, a draw with me, or something like that. I'm leaving these sides blank because fill it. I was going from here to here and this was wet, so let's do a sketchbook spread and spend the night just drawing. So I've been doing line art with the water-based markers, which is not a great idea because I'm using the watercolors to paint. I kind of need music, so I'm just gonna... So here you guys see me sketching out the rough sketch. That was a very roundabout way of saying I'm just sketching. Yeah, so here you see me sketching out this girl that I did last night. Yeah. I often love to go for reference pictures which speak grunge, they speak dark, they speak muted colors. But then you look at my palette and it is super bright. But hey, that's fine, we're all just learning, and especially with this new sketchbook, my resolution is to just learn and to use color on every page because I run from my problems. I don't know, I just love to run. I loved to run away from college for a few months and flunked a semester. I love to run away from my health problems, which I will not be talking about. I love to run away from actual conversations with my parents. I just love to run. But this, I don't want to run from this. I want to learn and become the best version of artist for myself that I can be. And so I spent hours on my desk trying to learn how to paint. Sometimes it gives me a headache. So yes, here you see me drawing a rough sketch, and that is my dog barking. She's saying hi, so you can say hi to her in the chat. Yeah, so the sketch was supposed to be very grunge, but the colors, they didn't end up looking grunge. It was almost like pretty casual, and that is the top of my head. Because I'm still very new to making videos, even though it's been 2 years, but I haven't really learned anything of value, so a lot of my videos are still very stupid. But hey, maybe that will change if I get more consistent. I don't want to talk about it though. I want to talk about the colors on this. I don't know why I picked that red. It does not go with it. Or maybe it does. If I picked the blue, I felt like the drawing would just fall in on itself. Like, you probably wouldn't be able to tell the difference. Like, the character wouldn't stand out. You know what I mean? One thing I've learned from my past mistakes of trying to do some watercolor sketches is that you're not supposed to like have a black marker for outlining everything. I feel like if you just don't, I know you have that strong urge to outline everything with a black marker, but sometimes if you don't and try to pick fine liners, try to pick out other colors that will match the big shapes, like the colors that you're going for with the watercolors, it ends up giving a nicer effect to your art. And the main reason you probably shouldn't be drawing with like a black pen before putting watercolor all over it is that it looks bad. Even if the pen is waterproof, the watercolor on top of the pen, the layers of the watercolors leave it looking a lot more murky. Like it's like behind this film of glass and it doesn't come through, and so you have to go over it with the pen, and then in that process, if you're as impatient as I am, you're probably going to end up drawing on wet, and I mean wet watercolor, trying to fix that glassy effect, that like waxy effect over the pen, and then you're gonna get big splashes of black everywhere. So yeah, maybe just stick to a light pencil, a light red pencil, or a light red pen for doing your initial sketches and then pulling them over. And I've learned that the hard way, but I share my secrets with the world. So yeah, I'm not a super big fan of this page in particular. So when I do a sketchbook tour in the future, I'm probably gonna put a post-it all over this page, so you guys don't have to look at it. But I feel like as I go on with this sketchbook, because I drew some pages today as well, and no, this is not the same person recording as I was. Like, I have changed. I'm a different person now. The last few recordings of my voice were from like a few days ago, and yes, I ended up drawing some more pages, and this sketchbook is turning into a disaster. A beautiful disaster. I had a hope that I would sort of develop this one art style that would be consistent throughout all of the pages, but turns out that I'm just flunking it, and I'm not doing it on purpose. Sometimes I see something and I want to draw it, and it can only be drawn in like a different art style. Like, and then like today I drew a phone in a very cartoony art style, but then I also have this art style, which, no, it's not super realistic, but I was going for realism. So yeah, my sketchbook is kind of all over the place still, and I think the main reason for that is I'm not following like any like art exercises, and I'm just going off of Pinterest, which might actually be hindering my progress. I'm realizing as I'm speaking to myself and you right now. So I think what I really need to do is read. I don't know how you read art books. I don't know how you're supposed to read them, but that's what I need to do. I need to learn how to read an art book. I usually just flip through them. Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, draw them? No. I think I'm supposed to draw them, yeah. Like, all of them. All of the sketches you see in an art book. I think you are actually, in fact, supposed to draw them. Holy shit. So, on this page, the first drawing somehow ended up looking like Rachel Ziegler, who, if you know, you know. She's that Snow White girl who does not like Snow White, but played the role of Snow White in the Snow White movie by Disney. And that really doesn't make sense to me. How are you going to have someone so ungrateful play the role of the girl that a lot of people will kill to play? Huh? Even if she doesn't like the original story. Or maybe the media just portrayed her to be rude about it, but all the clips that I saw, she was like, Snow White? She needs a man, but the new Snow White doesn't. Like, yeah, I mean, the stories are dated. But the way she was talking about it was just like, it sounded like she really did not care about positive advertising. She went a little aggressive there, and I think it turned a lot of people, especially on Twitter, against her. So the second drawing I really like. I'm sorry for going on a tangent again, but she looks like that. That first drawing looks like that so much. And oh my god, it is so satisfying to draw rectangles around drawings. Like, you guys look so professional, so wow. It took like 3 different shots of this drawing just because that rectangle looks so put together. And then there was some extra space left, so what did I do? I drew a plant. Like, what else was I supposed to do? And I went straight in with the pen, which I really like it when I just straight up draw with a pen. But, you know, I have this bad habit of only drawing with a pen and then not correcting my mistakes, because you can't correct your mistakes when you're drawing with a pen. So I think my brain just found this really smart way of just avoiding correcting my mistakes ever by just drawing with a pen. And if it doesn't turn out good, I don't draw it again. I just like move on to something else, something easier, or something I can draw like better with a pen, which was bad for me. So I draw more with pencils now, and then I go over it with the pen, and I try to use the eraser. I bought so many erasers, but I never run out of one because I don't make mistakes. I'm lying. So the inspiration for this tulip on the page right now is Greta Liskay. She's a artist, YouTuber, influencer, and her art is literally eye candy. So now it's time to move on to the next drawing that I drew, which I actually don't remember what I drew after this, so it's going to be a surprise for the both of us. Why is she taking so long to turn the page? So this next drawing is supposed to be a cute little vending machine in a very cartoony style. I remember that the reference that I used was actually just another art piece, and I do not remember the name of the artist. It was just a picture on Pinterest, and I'm so sorry that I don't remember the name of the artist. I don't think I saw it. If I did, I would have put it in the video. But yes, so I'm just letting it out there that like I was just practicing art styles that I like. So I'm not here stealing art, you guys. I mean, I get 100 views at most, so I don't think anybody will be canceling me, but I still would like to put that out there that this is not an original art. I was just practicing, learning. It was a bright blue vending machine wedged between two other vending machines that were pink and purple, and it was so cute pastely art. And I have this thing for cute pastely art. Can't wait to draw more, but I feel like pastel art like looks so much cuter digitally, mostly because the colors that I use are usually, they don't come through looking pastely, they always look dark. And with watercolor, I don't know how to make the blue color look pastely. So this just looks like a regular blue, not a baby blue. But I was trying to go for a baby blue. And then I used a red pen to draw a little. I feel like this really elevated the whole drawing. This graph-ish look behind the drinks falling out. I would like to draw more vending machines. I like the aesthetic. And then the next thing was, I feel like this is the last thing I draw in this video. And it's just a character. I was going for a pastel-y character again. Wanted to keep things simple, light, and cute. I find that it's a lot easier for me to draw in cute art styles than in realistic, semi-realistic, or anything else. So I don't think it would be a smart decision to only draw cute stuff, but it definitely comes easier to me because of what I do. I just draw cute things and food illustrations. Sometimes, like, the only portraits that I do draw are like Instagram or Pinterest girlies, and they're beautiful. But I don't know. I'm kind of in a slump still. And like I was saying, I was again just going for a very pastel-y art style for this second artwork on this page. And I guess one thing I've picked up from other artists is like making a little palette next to your drawing. It really just makes the whole page look so cute. Oh, and the one thing that I learned while drawing this page in particular was that I finally understand why people and how people use fine eyeliners. It makes the art pop. And just like that, I feel like I'm at the end of this video. If anybody made it to the end, please leave a little heart in the comments so that I know that you did. A pink heart. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.